Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis, and I wish you a nice start for the day. For Bitcoin on the daily, we have of course 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 impulse toward the upside. The bull run finished of course for wave 1 over there, and we're looking currently of course at our deep correction that of course it is unfolding. It has invalidated an ABC expanding flat, and obviously of course the expanding flat was for me already obviously that it's not working, because we are in already 3 ways toward the downside, and of course breaking the 1.618 taken from the ABC. So many of you are asking me in the comments why I removed the ABC, because of course it gave the signal that this is not the possibility we're going in a deeper correction, which is of course currently the price as well showing weakness today, breaking the base channel again. And that means of course breaking the base channel, that means a wave 3 is still unfolding toward the downside in case we are in double 1-2 here, and then we're looking for wave 3. This is a wave 3 that it might be unfolding of course for lower if the price continues of course to break below this base channel. This is of course a confirmation for wave 3 there, that it is unfolding as a 1-2-1-2 and then wave 3, which means of course a very very deep correction, 4 and a 5 for Bitcoin. Yeah, so we gotta be careful. It might be of course very very deep. We're gonna see the scenarios that it might unfold here. The first scenario of course is the WXNY, where we still can of course even unfold lower prices, but this is gonna still in the range of a WXNY above the 52k, because if we break the 52k, that means we are breaking the 1-to-1 fib level taken from the WXNY here. Of course it can be deeper, but anyway, when we go deeper and of course below the base channel, then definitely we are impulsive here. Yeah, so basically if the WXNY is gonna preserve around the 52k, we can of course expect 3 ways toward the upside again, of course as a wave B here, and then having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again for wave C, meaning a shallow correction for a Bitcoin here in a wave 2 of course, where we might get a 1 and then wave 2 and then wave 3 toward the upside. Okay, so yeah, very likely that Bitcoin might go of course in a very long correction here until 2027 May, of course. We need 1 year at least still as a correction before we push toward the upside, therefore. Now in case that we dive very very deep here and we go into a wave 3, deep wave 2, that means of course we are in double 1-2 here, wave 3 and then 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 to unfold, finishing wave A and then having wave B and then wave C later on. We're talking here about of course the perfect fib level for wave 2 between the 0.618, 0.786, 35k and 25k almost for Bitcoin. Yeah, so yeah, very low range, so it might happen, guys, so we gotta be careful with it. Why it might happen? Because again of course the possibility here for the channels of course is to break this wave 3 and then having of course wave 4 coming back here to the base channel, then unfolding another wave 5 there, and then of course to finish of course here the impulse and then having wave B and then of course wave C. Yeah, so very very likely that this might happen, and especially of course on the micro level right now, which it can prove much more that there is something as an impulsive here, that it can be of course a 1-2, and because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 interfering here with zone 1, we cannot consider this as an impulse. You can only consider it as an expanding diagonal here. Yeah. And if you want to consider 1, 2, 1, 2, where are your wave 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 here? Where are they? So especially not reflecting or alternating both wave 2s. Yeah, so both of them, where are they? So definitely this is of course an expanding diagonal, meaning wave 1 and then 2, and that's why we have double 1 2. If you are asking, many of you also asking why double 1 2. So that's why. Well, someone also asked me in the comment why expecting double 4-5, not just 1 4 and a 5. Well, of course, you can expect 1 4 5 in one condition, where you might, of course, transform all of this into a wave 3, meaning you want to see this as 1 2 3 and then 4 and a 5. This is, yes, can be a possibility, but I'm talking first about this. So you can consider, of course, this as 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Wave 3 is short here. And of course, if you take the fib level taken from this wave 1 to the wave 2, you will see, of course, that you have a little bit longer. The wave 3 here is a little bit longer than the wave 1. So therefore, it's very close to it, which means, of course, you have to consider a potential 1 2 here. Okay, so you have to consider somehow a potential 1 2 as well, meaning whether double 1 2 as well and wave 3, then 4 5 4 and a 5 to finish a wave 3, right? And then having 1 2 and then 3 4 and a 5 for later on. So you have to consider, of course, the possibility of double 1 2 first before considering a large 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Okay, so this is the thing. That's why it is possible as well. It is possible that you can finish here a 1 2 3 4 and a 5 again. I repeat, it can be a finished wave 3, and then you can be in a 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yeah, so these are the possibilities. Most of them are bearish at the end, and of course we're gonna of course dive for deeper. Now let's dive of course on the 15-minute chart to see what's going on there. So for the 15-minute chart, we have a potential double 1 2 here, 3 4 5 4 and a 5, finished wave 1 or a wave A. But also don't forget, it can be also a finished here, an A, B, and a C somehow, and then you have of course wave B again and a wave C, meaning ABC finished. Also corrective for a wave 4 here in magenta, meaning of course if we are in the double 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, of course, yes, we can dive for deeper there. Currently, after this wave, potential wave C in a wave 4 or a wave 1, so a lot of possibilities here, of course. We broke the triangle. That's one of them out. Perfect. We broke the testing area, the first testing area for wave 2. It is out. We broke the 1-to-1 fib level for a potential ABC. It is out. We are left with two scenarios, whether we are in a deeper correction A, B, and a C here to unfold, of course, between the perfect fib level, or we are simply very bearish after a wave 4 here. 1 2 1 2 and then even 1 2 and unfolding wave 3 4 5 4 5 4 5 toward the downside, guys. Okay, so yeah, it can be even a large 1 2 here. So you, as I mentioned before, it can be considered this internally something as an impulse, meaning 1 2 3 4 5 wave 1 2 1 2 and then wave 3 4 5. So double 1 2 even is more than enough here. So we gotta be careful with this scenario, of course. Yeah, what if we have this 1 2 and then 3 4 and a 5 toward the downside? Otherwise, you are also here testing area for a wave 2. We'll see. In case we get a strength signal, we might of course shift for higher again as an A, B, and a C, or 1 2 3 4 5 toward the upside. So currently, I'm gonna watch, of course, what's gonna happen inside this area, because in both case scenario, we're gonna need it. Because even if you are bearish, of course, you're gonna break it. Even if you are in A, B, C here, the wave C is unfinished and potentially is 1 2 3 4 and a 5 internally still unfolding. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.